Hey everyone, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can edit slow motion videos shot with your GoPro. The software that I'm going to use in this video is going to be Davinci Resolve. If you don't know what Davinci Resolve is, it's a professional color grading software that can also be used for editing. And the best part about it is that it comes for free, so if you want to simply try it out, see if it works for you, you can do that. However, if you want to try more advanced features, there's always a payable version. So in this video, I'm going to show you 3 different methods on how you can achieve slow motion while editing your video. In fact, this video is gonna be a follow-up tutorial because some time ago I recorded Guide to Slow Motion with your GoPro and I got plenty of questions asking me how you can actually edit your slow motion video, so this is the reason I'm making this one. So if you haven't seen that video and you want to learn more about slow motion with your GoPro, then I highly recommend it for you to check this video out. Alright guys, so once we are in Davinci Resolve, currently we are in Media page. This is the page where we're gonna import our video files. As you guys see, I just imported 2 video files that I'm going to use as an example for this tutorial. So let's take a look how it looks like. And now let's take a look at another one. As you just seen, these 2 videos were shot in a higher frame rate. That's gonna be 60 frames per second. And the other one is recorded in 119 frames per second. But when I was playing them, they were played in real time. So we have to do something about it. But before I do anything, I'll delete those files because I really want to show you everything that I do in the exact order so you don't miss anything. So from here, when we open up our Davinci Resolve, we have to go to our video project. And make sure that your timeline frame rate and playback frame rate gonna be around 29 frames per second or 24 frames per second if you prefer it this way. I'm gonna stick with 29. Also, the playback frame rate has to be around the same value. Once we've done that, let's cancel it. Okay, so I'm going to import a video file that I'm going to use, and I have a notification that my frame rate is different and do I want to make any changes? But I don't, so I'm gonna click on don't change anything. Now I'm gonna quickly find the video of my friend doing slow motion, jumps, etc. And I think it's gonna be this one. Yes. I'm gonna import that as well. All right, once I imported all the files that I need, I'm gonna go to edit page. Okay, so this is where the magic gonna happen. So that's gonna be our first video we're gonna work with. And the easiest way, I think the easiest way to achieve slow motion in Davinci Resolve gonna be simply by clicking with our right mouse button and go to clip attributes. And notice that we have video frame rate. And currently this shot was in 59 frames per second because it was natively shot that way. But we want to change that value to 29 frames per second. And let's hit OK. Notice that nothing has just happened yet, but we want to click and drag our video file to our timeline. And now let's forward it a little bit and play the video. Notice that the entire video is being played in slow motion because we just reduced the amount of frames per second to around the half of it. Alright, so what I just showed you was the easiest method, I think. So I'm gonna redo what I just done. So I'm gonna delete that video from my timeline. I'm gonna redo the clip attributes. So I'm gonna bring it back to 59 frames per second. I'm gonna hit OK. And I'm going to show you the second method. So first, I'm gonna click and drag the whole video file to my timeline. I'm gonna expand it a little bit. And from here, I'm gonna click on the video file with my right mouse button, and I'm gonna hit change clip speed.
Now, notice that we have speed and ripple sequence. So what we want to do is simply reduce the amount of speed to around 50%, and from here, make sure that you check ripple sequence. It's gonna expand the video file. Now, let's play the video and see how it looks like. Notice that the whole video file is once again being played in slow motion from start to finish. But sometimes there are things like we want to be a little bit more precise, and what we can do about it. So this is the reason I brought that second clip with me. And as I said, sometimes you may want to have a specific part of your video being played in slow motion while the rest of your video is played in real time. So the third technique gonna show you how to do that. So what we have to do, we have to click on the video file with our right mouse button and go to Retime curve. From here, make sure that you click on the Retime frame and check Retime speed and uncheck Retime frame. Okay, let's click on here and let's click on the line that's around this area. And notice that in the right corner, we have a little dot icon. So let's move to the part of the video where we want to start our slow motion. Somewhere around maybe here. And we're gonna create a keyframe. Now, let's move forward a little bit until he jumps over it. Okay, and we're gonna create another keyframe. I'll expand it a little bit. So what we want to do is to lower that part of the video down. As you see, we are affecting the speed of the video, and we want to bring that down to around like 50 or 40% something. Once again, this video was shot in 119 frames per second, so we have more room to play with. Okay, let's see how it looks like. So as you notice, the slow motion kicks in really rapidly, and this is because our keyframes are happening really fast. So what we want to do now is select a particular keyframe that's going to happen in the beginning and at the end, and we want to click on that icon. This way, the transition in which the video gonna go through from real time to slow motion gonna be a little bit more smooth and not so rapid. And we also want to do on the other one as well. So it's simply gonna look better. Now let's take a look how it looks like. That's much better. All right, let's move the video a little bit forward. Maybe somewhere around maybe here, why not? And we're gonna create a new keyframe. And once again, we're gonna move the video a little bit forward. Around here. And we're gonna lower that part down and we're gonna reduce the speed. Once again to around 50 or 40% something. Okay, and we're gonna make the transition once again a little bit more smooth. So let's see how the video looks from the beginning. So as you just seen, we just created a video in which we have a slight transition from real time to slow motion happening in the same video.
Alright guys, so let's summarize it all now. So these gonna be the 3 ways I always use whenever I'm editing my slow motion videos. I can only hope that this video was easy to follow and you learned something from it. And if you did, then as always guys, give me a thumb up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't before, smash the notification button so you don't miss on my future content, and see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.